All right, so get this. Learning English with AI.
Hmm.
Sounds kind of sci-fi, right?
Mhm.
But that's exactly what we're diving into today.
It really does sound futuristic.
Yeah, and we're going to explore how this whole AI thing is like totally changing the game for language learning.
Especially for English.
Exactly. For everyone out there who's like trying to master English, this is for you.
And we're talking about stuff you can actually use, like today. Tools and techniques to boost your English skills,
Seriously.
Okay.
I know AI can be a little intimidating,
A little bit, yeah.
but trust me, we're going to make it fun. We're breaking it all down. So think of this deep dive as your roadmap to this whole exciting world of AI and language learning.
Well,
Right?
and the cool thing is these AI tools are tackling the biggest challenges, like being scared to actually speak the language.
Oh, tell me about it. I remember that feeling. Like every conversation felt like a performance,
Exactly, stage fright every time.
stage fright all the time.
But now imagine this. You've got a practice buddy, but they're available 24/7. They never get tired of listening to you, and they're always there to help you get better, like with your pronunciation and how fluent you sound.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but how does that even work? Like, seriously.
Well, there are these AI-powered chatbots, right? ChatGPT, TalkPal AI, they're stepping in to be that practice buddy. You can literally have conversations with them.
Oh, wow.
Ask questions, answer questions, talk about your day, even practice saying what you think about stuff, all in English.
So it's like instead of being all nervous talking to a real person, I can just warm up with an AI first.
Exactly. Get your confidence up.
That's a great idea.
And the best part is these chatbots, they can actually listen to you and give you feedback, like personalized stuff.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, they can pinpoint where your pronunciation is off and give you suggestions on how to be more fluent.
So it's not just like a digital parrot just repeating things?
No, it's way more than that.
It's actually giving me advice on how to sound better and more confident.
Right. And it's not just speaking. Think about listening, like understanding different accents in movies and podcasts. AI can help you train your ears.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so you can get better at understanding all the different ways people speak English.
That's always been a challenge for me.
Yeah.
Like I can follow those like scripted dialogues,
Sure.
but real conversations.
Yeah.
That's a whole other game.
It is.
Yeah.
But AI tools like Speechify are changing things up. This app, it uses AI to turn any text into like an audiobook.
Oh,
And you can even pick different accents for the narrator.
oh, wow.
So you could listen to, say, a history book about the American Revolution, but narrated in a British accent.
Oh, that's so cool.
Or like a science article, but with an Australian accent.
So I can get used to how different people pronounce things
Right.
and the rhythm of their speech.
Exactly, without having to travel all over the place.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and there are apps like LingQ and ELSA Speak. They use AI to make personalized listening exercises.
Oh, neat.
They, figure out your listening skills and focus on the areas where you need to improve.
Oh, I see.
So whether it's understanding people talking fast, different accents, or even slang words, they got you covered.
So it's like a personal trainer for your ears.
Yeah, exactly. Identifies your weak points and then gives you a workout to help you understand real-world English.
I like it.
And then there's another cool thing, live AI subtitles.
Subtitles.
Yeah, for videos and movies.
Oh, wow.
Imagine watching your favorite English show with real-time subtitles, and they're accurate and easy to read.
Oh, man, that would have been a lifesaver when I was starting out. No more rewinding a million times to catch what they said.
Right, and those subtitles help you connect what you hear with how it's written, which boosts both your listening and your vocabulary.
That's super helpful.
It is. So, we've talked about speaking and listening, right? Now, what about writing? Can AI help us conquer grammar and become better writers in English?
Oh, yeah. The dreaded writing hurdle.
Well, AI can actually be your personal writing tutor. It can guide you on everything. Grammar, spelling, sentence structure, even style.
You mean it can actually make my writing, good?
Well, let's say it can definitely help you become a better writer.
I've always struggled with writing clearly in English and sounding confident,
Yeah, I get it.
It's hard.
But think of AI as this super-powered editor.
Okay.
It can catch those annoying grammar mistakes, suggest different words for the ones you use too much,
Oh, that's handy.
and even help you rephrase sentences so they sound more natural and fluent.
That sounds like a dream come true. What kind of AI tools are we talking about?
Well, you've probably heard of Grammarly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's really popular.
It is.
It uses AI to look at your writing as you type and points out grammar and spelling errors.
Yeah.
It suggests ways to improve your sentences and even gives you style tips to make your writing clearer and more engaging.
I use Grammarly for work emails all the time, but I didn't realize it was AI powered.
It is, and there are other tools like Coolbot.
Quillbot,
It
okay.
helps you paraphrase sentences
I
so
said,
you can find the right tone or level of formality, Say you're writing a cover letter for a job.
uh
You can use Quillbot to make your sentences sound more professional and confident.
oh, that's smart. Wow, so I can go from, like, struggling with grammar to sounding like a pro?
Yeah, it's not magic or anything,
Okay.
but AI can definitely help you get better at writing. And it's not just for grammar. AI can also help you come up with ideas and tackle different kinds of writing.
You mean AI can help me get over writer's block
Yeah.
and find the right words? Seriously, that sounds almost too good to be true.
Well, it's definitely a game changer for a lot of writers.
I bet.
Tools like ChatGPT and Notion AI, they're like having a brainstorming buddy and a writing assistant all in one.
Okay, I've heard of ChatGPT, but what can it actually do for someone learning English?
So imagine you have to write an essay for English class, right?
Uh-huh.
You can use ChatGPT to help you come up with different outlines,
Oh,
explore different arguments, even get feedback on your drafts. It's like having a personal tutor who can walk you through the whole writing process.
so it's not like it's writing the essay for me,
Right.
but it's helping me organize my thoughts and say what I want to say more clearly.
Exactly. And ChatGPT can also help you practice different writing styles, like from formal emails to, creative writing like short stories.
So it's like having a writing coach who can help me with anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. And what about Notion AI? How is that different?
Well, Notion AI is built into the Notion app, which a lot of people use for taking notes, managing projects, and writing.
I've heard of that.
It's really good at summarizing long articles and stuff. Like, if you're reading a complicated news article for English class,
Yeah.
Notion AI can help you figure out the main points. Makes it
Did you-
easier to understand.
So it's like having an assistant who can break down information and help me focus on the important parts.
That's a good way to put it.
That would have been a lifesaver in college.
You
Seriously.
know, right?
All those long readings.
And the cool thing about these AI writing tools is that they give you feedback instantly.
Oh, that's so much better than waiting for a teacher.
Right. You can see your mistakes right away and learn from them.
That makes a lot of sense, especially for catching those same mistakes we all make over and over again.
Exactly. It's like having a grammar coach who's always there to point them out and help you break those bad habits.
Okay, but learning English isn't just about grammar, right?
You got it.
It's about knowing a lot of words and being comfortable using them.
Absolutely. And AI can be a huge help with that too.
Really? I'm always looking for new ways to learn new words. How does AI handle vocabulary building?
Well, think of AI as your personal vocabulary trainer, okay?
Okay.
It's always introducing you to new words and helping you actually use them. One way is through AI-powered flashcards, like the ones in Anki and Quizlet.
I've heard of those apps.
Yeah, they use special formulas, algorithms to figure out which words you need to practice and when.
So it's like a deck of flashcards that's always changing, focusing on the words I need to work on.
Exactly. And it's not just about memorizing definitions.
Right.
AI can help you learn new words in context, which is way better for remembering them long term.
Makes sense.
Tools like Rewordify and Youglish can show you how words are used in real sentences and videos.
Oh, wow.
So let's say you come across a word you don't know, like serendipity.
Serendipity.
You can use Youglish to watch videos of people using that word naturally.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it helps you understand the subtle meanings and how to use it correctly.
That's so much better than just looking up a definition and not really getting it.
I know, right? And a lot of popular language learning apps like Duolingo and Babbel are using AI now to personalize your vocabulary lessons.
So they're recommending words and phrases based on my level and what I'm interested in?
Exactly. It's like having a language partner who knows exactly which words will click with you and push you to learn more.
That's incredible. But even with all this amazing AI stuff, there are going to be times when I hit a word or phrase that I just don't understand.
Of course.
What kind of AI tools can help me decode those tricky parts of English?
Think of them as your on-demand language experts,
Yes.
okay?
Oh.
Always there to explain what you're struggling with. For quick translations, there's Google Translate.
Hmm.
It can handle single words, sentences, even whole documents. But if you need something more accurate and natural sounding, especially for longer texts, there's DeepL.
DeepL, okay. So if I'm trying to understand a really complex article, DeepL might be a better choice.
It could be, yeah. And then there are times when you need more than just a translation.
Like an explanation?
Exactly. Like, what does this idiom actually mean? Or how do we use this phrasal verb?
Yeah, those are tough.
That's where AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude AI come in handy.
Oh, okay.
They can explain grammar rules, idioms, and even phrasal verbs in simple terms.
Wow.
So say you're reading and you see the phrase, bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
You can ask ChatGPT to explain what it means and give you examples of how to use it.
That's so much better than just looking it up in a dictionary and still being confused.
It is. It is. And it shows you something important about AI in language learning.
What's that?
It's not just about translating words or fixing your grammar.
Yeah.
It's about helping you really understand the language and feel confident using it in real life.
That makes sense, but with all these AI tools, it's easy to get caught up in the technology and forget that learning a language is still about human connection, right?
You're absolutely right. AI can be a powerful tool, but it can't replace real-world interactions and experiences.
It's all about finding the right balance.
Exactly.
So, do you have any tips for our listeners on how to use AI effectively without relying on it too much? How can we integrate it into our learning in a balanced and productive way?
It is a great question, yeah. It's like, you've got this awesome toolbox full of all these fancy gadgets,
Yeah.
but you got to know which tool to use for what, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So how do we make sure we're using AI the right way and not just thinking, oh, AI will magically make me fluent?
Well, first things first, AI is like an extra boost, It's not going to do the learning for you.
Okay.
It can help you learn faster and better, but you got to put in the work.
Right. You still have to practice and actually, engage with the language.
Exactly. It's like having a personal trainer at the gym. They can show you the ropes and motivate you,
Yeah,
but you're the one who's got to lift the weights.
I get it.
And just like a good trainer, AI can personalize your learning, right? So instead of scrolling through social media,
Oh, I'm guilty of that.
use that time to chat with a chatbot or practice pronunciation with a voice assistant. Make AI a part of your everyday life.
So it's about fitting it into my routine, not letting it take over.
Exactly. And don't be shy about asking AI for explanations, okay? If a grammar rule has got you scratching your head,
Oh, yeah. Those are the worst.
or you come across a word with like a million meanings,
Yeah, and you're like, well,
don't just ignore it. Ask your AI tutor for help. These things are super patient and can break things down so they make sense.
like having a walking, talking English dictionary.
That's the idea. And speaking of talking, remember to actually speak out loud when you're practicing.
Oh, yeah. That's important.
Even if you're just repeating after an AI voice assistant, actually saying the words helps you get your pronunciation right and builds confidence.
It's different, right? Like knowing the word in your head and actually saying it.
It is, totally.
It's when things get real.
Exactly. And as you get more comfortable, push yourself a little. Try talking about more complicated things with the chat bots
Okay.
or write longer, more challenging stuff.
Yeah.
AI can help you step out of your comfort zone and reach that next level.
So it's like my AI trainer keeps raising the bar, making me work harder and get better.
That's it.
But how do I know when I'm ready for that next level?
That's where you got to listen to yourself.
Okay.
Pay attention to how you feel when you're practicing. Are you being challenged but not totally overwhelmed? Are you making progress but still finding things you need to work on?
Those are good signs, right?
They are. It's about finding that sweet spot.
Where you're pushing yourself but not getting discouraged.
Exactly. And that's where mixing AI with real-life practice is key.
Okay, yeah.
AI is amazing for focused practice and getting feedback, but you got to get out there and use English with real people, too.
Right, like talking to native speakers.
Exactly. Watch movies and TV shows, read books and articles, all that stuff. That's where you'll pick up the little things that AI can't teach you.
The nuances, right.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance between the virtual world of AI and the real world.
Each one has its own advantages and disadvantages.
That's right. And that brings us to the main takeaway from our deep dive today. AI can totally change how we learn English, but it's not a magic wand.
Right.
You got to put in the effort, be consistent, and be willing to try new things. That's how you succeed.
So AI is like a super helpful sidekick, but I'm the one who's driving this learning journey.
Perfectly said. And as you go on this journey, be open to new possibilities. Don't let AI intimidate you. Experiment with different tools.
Okay.
Find what works for you, and most importantly, have fun with it.
I love that advice. It's not about replacing the human part of learning, but using AI to make it even better and more personalized.
That's it. And remember, learning a language is a journey, not a destination, right? There will be challenges along the way, But with the right tools and the right attitude,
You can get there.
you got it. You can reach that fluency and confidence you're looking for.
Well said. I think we can all agree this deep dive has given us a lot to think about and a lot to be excited about.
Definitely.
From AI chatbots to personalized vocabulary trainers, the future of language learning is looking pretty amazing.
It really is. And as AI keeps getting better, we can expect even more incredible tools in the future.
I can't wait.
So stay curious, keep learning, and keep exploring the world of AI and language learning.
Awesome advice. A huge thanks to our expert for all the insights today and to all of you for listening. We'll catch you next time on The Deep Dive.